Hey guys, Digital Lifestyle here, back with another video, and I found this document, and it's from the International Monetary Fund, and it talks about fintech. Oops, let's go down. Fintech notes: trust, bridges, and money flows, a digital marketplace to improve cross-border payments. Tobias, Adrian, Rodney Garrett, Dong Hee, and Thomas, and I'm not going to say his Mancini surname. I think that's Griffoli. Anyhow, right? Let's go through this document. Where do I start? Money and trust networks, interoperability in domestic payments, interoperability in cross-border payments, options to improve cross-border payments, and the conclusion annex. I'm not going to go through the whole document, but it what's the difference about cross-border payments in lower income countries, and there is plenty of information in this document, but it does go ahead to mention XRP. Okay, so this is just further proof that the IMF and the World Bank and the BIS and all those three-letter organizations are in bed with a lot of what's going on in the blockchain infrastructure, and they're using XRP as one of the assets. DeFi, they actually talk about DeFi, the Bank of International Settlements, like I said earlier on, and they go through what they want to do as well in terms of anti-money laundering, counteracting financings of terrorism, IOU, permission note or loan agreement, and they give acronyms here for KHRC. I don't even know what that means. LP liquidity pool, definitely. Real-time gross settlements, I understand that. USD coin, USDC coin, which is USD, that USDC coin that's on the market at the moment. I'm gonna say something about that between USD and USDT, right? My issue with USDC is that it's expensive to transact on. Tether is a lot cheaper to transact on. The fees are so much lower than USDC. I paid like $4, I think it was, to transact. I think it was like 50 or something dollars with USDC, and I've just like, no, never again, because like I wanted to buy XRP on Bitrue, but I can get XRP other ways, but I wanted to buy it on Bitrue and then put it into the earn program on Bitrue. But this was an issue for me in terms of the fees. So what I tend to do now is just buy it on places like Kraken, or now Coinbase has it, and then transfer it over from there. Anyway, that's, like I said, you know, this is just proof, and I got another document I want to show you. But before I do that, I'll just go through the introduction. Cross-border payments are expensive, slow, and opaque, reflecting a multiple frictions. FSB to Financial Service Bureau 2020 and the CPMI 2020. These problems are particularly acute for lower income countries. The paper explains why frictions and related to cross-border payment transactions are so pervasive, and explores how digital money may help to overcome or mitigate some of the frictions. The paper aims to provide a conceptual foundation for the design of markets and platforms to facilitate transfers of digital money across borders. I'm not going to read the rest of it. What I will do though is, to be fair to you guys, is leave a link in the description. Let me go and see the other document. And this one's from Siemens. Siemens issues its first digital bond on the blockchain. First digital bond on a public blockchain in accordance with Germany's Electronic Securities Act, EWPG. Siemens is a pioneer in the ongoing digital transformation of capital and security market. The bond has over a 60 million and maturity of 1 year. Bond sold directly to investors, classic payments via bank. Siemens is one of the first companies in Germany to issue a digital bond that are in accordance with Germany's Electronic Securities Act. I'm not going to read that. worth 60 million. It has a maturity of 1 year and is underpinned by a public blockchain, issuing the bond on a blockchain that offers a number of benefits compared to previous processes. For instance, it makes paper-based global certificates and central clearing unnecessary. What's more, the bond can be sold directly to investors without needing a bank to function as an intermediary. This is absolutely brilliant news for the bond market, because we all know the bond market is crashing. And just to prove a point, here we have some news on US bond investors brace for shift in market as rate peak elusive. As rate peak is elusive, well, that's what I'll probably say. So we're seeing, like I said, so we need something else. We need a better system. The system what we have now, based on paper, is too cumbersome. Hence, we're going digital.
To know how much it's going to cost to use the network because of the fluctuation in the token price.
We've come so far that we're calling Ethereum old school tech.
Ethereum old school tech. You know, it's funny you say it. That's true. It's been around since 2015. And you know, and things move very fast in the Web 3.0 world.
Well, Ethereum's getting an upgrade, I heard, right?
They say it's getting an upgrade. I expect it's going to happen. It's been in the work for many years. It keeps getting delayed. Even with the upgrade, it's still going to be the case that Ethereum 2.0 is far less efficient, far less green, if you will, than what Hedera is today.
Hedera runs on proof of.
This is about the DFCRC, so I just thought I'd educate you all real fast just to show you they are systematically important. The DFCRC's mission is to bring together stakeholders in the finance industry and academia and regulatory sectors to develop and harness the opportunities arising from the next transformation of financial markets. Boom, right there, they are telling you that there is a transformation of our financial markets that nobody is really paying attention to. Why? Because you know for a fact, people that are out there working the normal 9-to-5 job, running around the shopping malls and going into your local, grocery stores aren't sitting down and reading these documents. Majority of them are not, right? You here listening to this video breakdown are a very small percent of individuals that are tapped into this type of research. It says the digitization of assets that can be traded and exchanged directly and in real time on digital platforms. I just thought I'd throw that in there, directly telling you. Again, remember, they attempt to do things subliminally.
Sarah, why can't it be built on Bitcoin or Ethereum?
On DLT platforms have the potential to deliver a number of benefits, including improving efficiency, transparency. Now, we have some very
technical analysis and retail trading charts are junk. Put them all in the dustbin. Don't believe me? Let me prove it to you. Look at the left-hand side. That is what retail traders like yourself are looking at. Worthless can.
Interesting highlights for you guys, just a couple of pages, some fundamentals to go over. Hopefully you all can see my screen. Some key highlights it reads. The payments landscape continues to evolve rapidly. So that's confirmation via what we've been discussing and talking about. There's a massive digital transformation happening. Wake up. Systematically important organizations are telling you straight to your face in their documents, in their panelists, and majority of the population is not paying attention. This reflects a significant change in the payment preferences of households and firms alongside innovation and in underlying technologies. This is talking about and mentioning the project design. A subset of these specific use cases was then selected by the RBA and the DFCRC to be developed and operated by the industry participants in a live transactional environment utilizing the pilot CBDC. So who were the industry participants? We'll get into that in just 1 second. But remember, I told you how participants. We'll get into that in just 1 second. But remember, I told you how Delibreo, in some way, shape, or form, is always at the forefront. Well, Delibreo was leading this RBA pilot, and he is a member of the DFCRC, again, an individual who used to work at Ripple. But just scrolling down, let's see. Never mind, I thought I saw PwC on there. But yeah, you guys get the picture, right? We've been reading documents from these systematically important organizations, all Ripple and Stellar, all in this document. So all across the board from the DLT platform
said innovation. The platform facilitated participants this year, updated 2023, in collaboration with PwC, AIMA. I shared some previous fundamentals from their website, and CoinShares. Interestingly enough, they say the same exact thing. If we zoom in right here, you guys can see. Ethereum continues to maintain its